guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to another transfer news video for Liverpool. And we could have two new signings announced in 2 days after Liverpool announced yesterday that we signed Luis Diaz. Liverpool are on the verge of signing Fabio Carvalho, the super talented Portuguese attacking midfielder from Fulham, and Vinny O'Connor, James Pearce and many other journalists and news reporters are saying that Liverpool have tabled a £5 million bid, and in this video you will get all the details that you need to know about where this transfer deal is at the moment when I'm recording this video. It's 7:30 a.m. in the morning UK time, just for you to know. So any further information I will probably make a video tomorrow as well on the latest news on transfer deadline day. But let me know, guys, how do you feel about Liverpool's transfer business? If we would sign Fabio Carvalho, that would be absolutely fantastic, mesmerizing transfer window for Liverpool. And also Liverpool are looking to move on some players to balance the books, because we planned on signing Luis Diaz in the summer transfer window plus Fabio Carvalho as well, but we are bringing these transfers forward so other clubs don't get these players, which makes a lot of sense. But Minamino could leave on transfer deadline day today. I heard Divock Origi could leave on a small fee, even though his contract is up at the end of the season. I would keep Origi if I was Liverpool, because I think he would help us in the last third of the season. And also Nat Phillips could leave on transfer deadline day. And there is a pressure on Fulham to sell Fabio Carvalho because his contract is running out at the end of the season, and that's why they are willing to sell him in the January transfer window. David Maggott also said this about the details of the transfer. Liverpool are trying to find a way to sign Fabio Carvalho in this transfer window. That includes an offer to loan him back to Fulham until the end of the season for their promotion push. And Liverpool right now don't really need Fabio Carvalho, but he's a huge talent, one for the future definitely, and I think it would make sense if Liverpool loaned him back until the end of the season to Fulham, because they are on the verge of getting promoted to the Premier League, and then Fabio Carvalho can come in the summer and do great things at Liverpool for the foreseeable future. And also in this video I will have Jurgen Klopp's reaction on the Luis Diaz transfer. Jurgen Klopp already praised Julian Ward, the new transfer negotiator guru at Liverpool, who replaces Michael Edwards, but he was the leading man in this Luis Diaz transfer as well. And Fabrizio Romano also provided an update. He said talks between Liverpool and Fulham will now enter into the final stages for Fabio Carvalho. It's a €7 million proposal, which is about £5 million on the table, confirmed, but structure of the deal will be discussed today on transfer deadline day, payment terms, installments and more. Fulham also want Carvalho to stay on loan until the end of the season if he signs for Liverpool, and I think rules permit that to happen. In the Premier League you can't sign a player and then loan him back to his parent club or original club, but I think if you are a Premier League club and you sign a player, you can loan him back to a Championship club if you signed him from a Championship club. So, but correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think the rules would allow that. Why would Fulham ask for this if rules wouldn't allow that? That wouldn't make a lot of sense. And Kevin Palmer also said Liverpool are eager to get Fabio Carvalho deal over the line today, as they fear the player will go elsewhere if Liverpool wait until the summer, as Fulham could get compensation from a foreign club when he's out of contract. If Carvalho wants Liverpool, he needs to push for the move now. And I'm hearing that Carvalho wants to move to Liverpool and he is pushing for the deal to go through. And if that's the case, I think it's a matter of just Liverpool the signing all the paperwork and working out with Fulham all the intricate details of the deal. But I think Liverpool will have enough money to get this deal done as well. James Pearce, who used to work for the Liverpool Echo, now he's the athletic journalist and Liverpool correspondent. He was getting some flack for getting the Monday announcement for Luis Diaz wrong, and he said this: thankfully only you noticed the Monday morning was the initial plan for the Luis Diaz announcement, but doing it yesterday suggests that there could be another announcement on a deadline day, so on today, and that's brilliant. That indicates that James Spears sees a very good, very big possibility of Fabio Carvalho joining Liverpool today and getting announced by the Liverpool website and the official Twitter feed. So make sure to refresh, press the F5 button every 5 minutes, refresh your Twitter feed, your Liverpool website, because the announcement could come later today. And the Sky Sports journalist Winnie O'Connor said that if Liverpool can't get a deal for Carvalho done before today's deadline, it's unlikely to happen at all, as Liverpool don't really want to go to a tribunal as it stands, because probably they can get him for a lower fee than signing him in the summer, and then a tribunal will set a price of what the club who signs Carvalho in the summer has to pay to Fulham for like nurturing and developing Carvalho. This is the case for all the young players in England. But it's Liverpool's willingness to loan Carvalho back to Fulham which may help them, because I think Fulham are willing to do the deal. Right now they can get a bit of money in, plus they still will have Carvalho until the summer, and they are losing Carvalho in the summer anyway because his contract is running out. So at least this way they get a guaranteed amount of money from Liverpool. And if Fulham reject Liverpool's advances, they are taking a huge risk, because either they are waiting for a bigger offer to arrive on transfer deadline day, which is very risky, because no club would probably bid higher than Liverpool, and the second part, no club would bid higher and let Carvalho stay at Fulham until the end of the season on loan. Plus, if they don't sell him right now, they wait until the summer, and then a tribunal would set the price, and there is no guarantee that that price will be anywhere near what Liverpool are offering right now, which is a guaranteed £5 million deal for a player who only has 6 months left on his contract, or 5 months left on his contract. I think that's a great deal, even though Carvalho is super talented. He has 7 goals and 4 assists in 18 appearances, and he's just 19 years old. He's from Portugal, of course, but he also has English citizenship because he moved to England, to London, very early as a child, and he was actually drafted in the Fulham Academy. According to transfermarkt.com, his market value is around 3.5 or 4 million euros, but that's right now. I think his market value will be a lot higher in 1 or 2 years when he develops at Liverpool. And signing these hugely talented players as youngsters saves 50 to 100 million pounds, because Fabio Carvalho, I'm pretty convinced, mark my words, in 5 years he will be at least a 50 million pound midfielder, potentially even maybe world class and worth 100 million pounds. We don't know that yet. And his main position is an attacking midfielder, but he can play as a right winger, as a left winger. So he has a very, very talented, versatile skill set. And as a 19-year-old, to score 7 goals and get 4 assists in the Champions League Championship is pretty decent, pretty remarkable. So what do you think about Fabio Carvalho potentially signing for Liverpool today? I'm super excited about that, and I don't mind him staying at Fulham until the end of the season. Let them finish the season with Fulham, let them get promoted, and then Fabio Carvalho, with a promotion and potentially a league title under his belt, can come to Liverpool a little bit more experienced, and then he can be unleashed in the Premier League. And he wouldn't be under immediate pressure to deliver goals and assists. He's just a 19-year-old youngster, but he will have a lot of time to develop, and Jurgen Klopp can nurture him and he can learn from amazing players. And we need an attacking goal-scoring midfielder. Signing a youngster like Carvalho makes perfect sense in my opinion, because even next season he could start scoring goals already for Liverpool. And I just also want to give you guys Jurgen Klopp's reaction on the fantastic, magnificent Luis Diaz transfer. He said, "I could not be happier that we have been able to get this deal done and bring Luis to Liverpool. I have always been a believer in only signing players in January if you would sign them in the summer transfer window as well." And that's exactly the case with Luis Diaz. He's an outstanding player, someone we have been tracking for a very long time. We believe he has everything needed to fit in at Liverpool and to play in the Premier League and adapt to the Premier League, both physically and mentally. He has everything. He's a player who is hungry for success and knows you have to fight to get what you want. He's a fighter, no doubt. He's a skillful team player who has always the goal in mind. This team deserved to add quality, and when we played against Luis earlier this season against Porto, we saw what a danger he is, how fast he is, how his mentality was to help his team. We know Porto is an outstanding club who nurture players in the best possible way and provide a brilliant football education. They are a class club, and I have to say they have been tough negotiators. We also have to say thank you to the Colombia FA, for being so helpful in allowing us the time to complete this deal. They have a big game on Tuesday, and I know as well as anyone how important preparation is for matches. So for them to allow us to have a few hours with Luis Diaz to finalize the transfer without impacting their training was greatly appreciated. I also must make clear my appreciation to our ownership and football operations team for how they have managed to act so quickly and decisively to get this deal done. Luis is a player we believe will make us better now and in the future as well. He's the player we really wanted, and they have made it happen, so I am very happy. And the big question is, are Liverpool selling Minamino and Origi? I think it would make perfect sense to keep Salah, Mane and Firmino next season. Plus, you already have Jota, and we just added Luis Diaz, and sell the fringe players instead of selling your main attackers, and that way Liverpool will be a lot stronger next season in attack. And Mane will finally have a proper replacement in Luis Diaz, because Luis Diaz is an out-and-out left winger. Yes, he can play as a striker, as a centre forward, as an attacking midfielder, as a right winger, but his best position is a left wing, and they can rotate with Mane. And as I said, whoever will score more goals will get probably the starting place next season in the Premier League. And who knows, this competition might make Mane's form even better, because he will be very hungry to stay the starting 11 player at Liverpool. So Mane will bust his gut to work his socks off to score a lot of goals so he can stay in the team. Oh, and I also want to share a tweet by a journalist posted. He burned Barcelona so hard they are still licking their wounds probably. Artur Petrosyan is the journalist's name, and this is what he tweeted. How Liverpool and Barcelona strengthen their attack these days. Barcelona get Adama Traore, who has scored 1 goal since May and made 1 assist since April 2021. He has featured in 40 plus games since. Liverpool get Luis Diaz, who just this season scored 17 goals and 5 assists, which is brilliant. And wow, that is a big difference. Of course, Adama Traore is only going to Barcelona on loan, so there is a pretty low risk transfer. And also congratulations to Mane and Salah for qualifying to the semi-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations. Egypt needed a Salah goal to equalize against Morocco, I think, and then they won in extra time with a Salah assist. So Egypt won 2-1, Senegal won 3-1, Mane got 1 assist, and he played pretty well against, I think, Equatorial Guinea was the side that Senegal beat. And Senegal also have a winnable game coming up, while Egypt take on the hosts Cameroon in the semi-final. So 2 huge semi-finals coming up for the Liverpool players, and let's hope at least one of them gets to the final. But it would be a dream of Egypt, Senegal meeting in the final, Salah against Mane, and then one of them at least is guaranteed to get an Africa Cup of Nations trophy. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. The sun is just coming up, so I was up bright and early to make a video for you guys. Hope you appreciate it. See you later. Good night.